All right, welcome back. We are about at the point now where we're going to start building our enchiladas. If you can see that most of the liquid is cooked out of the salsa, and see it adds all the veggies to it too from the salsa mix. So you just turn your heat off, and now I'm going to show you how to build them and put them in the pan. So these are our black refried beans. You can use whatever kind you like. I just like using black. So you just take a little bit of black refried beans and you spread it on your tortilla shell. You sprinkle some of your cheese mixture right in the middle. And you just add a scoop of meat. The key with these, because you want to be able to fit them in the pan and you want to be able to roll them properly, and there's many different ways to roll them. You roll them how you see fit. I tend to roll just like this and just do that on the ends, and then you just neatly tuck it in here. And the ends sticking up is fine, because you're going to be covering this whole thing here in a little bit, and I'm going to show you. So we're going to build another one, and it just becomes you almost feel like you're working at a fast food restaurant or something. Just a little assembly line here. And it doesn't matter what order you put this in or how much you put in. It's just, I found they cook better and they are easier to take out and in when they're a little bit skinnier. So you can also make them a lot fatter and use two 9x13 pans if you would like. These are gonna go, after we keep building, after we get this pan filled, these are gonna go in the oven for 45 minutes at 350 degrees, covered with aluminum foil, which is very, very important. You need to cover them, otherwise you're going to dry them out too early. After the 45 minutes is up, you're going to remove your aluminum foil, and after your aluminum foil is removed, you're going to put it back in the oven for about 15 more minutes. After the 15 minutes is up, you just turn the oven off and let them sit in there for a few minutes. The sauce should look almost stiff on top. You'll be seeing it very shortly what I'm talking about, but it's very important to keep these covered. You can also add green chilies, red chilies, whatever you would like, whatever your family likes. I just always just follow it the way my grandmother used to make it, so this is what we do. I'm gonna whip up a few more of them here. Get this pan in. I have a couple friends that they like their whole family, because it doesn't really cost very much to make this. Their whole family loves them, and they actually freeze very well. So if you just want to make them and freeze them individually or together or as a whole pan, it's one of the easiest things to freeze. And if you don't like refried beans, you don't have to put them in. You could also put rice or whatever other ingredient you would like. I just follow the traditional method. So it looks like we are down to our last two. And yeah, I know I'm going kind of out of sync sometimes with that order, but that's alright. And I always cook in cast iron for everything. I love it. It is one of the best cooking utensils you can use. Anything cast iron. And while this pan, you could, just because of the way I filled them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one we have 7. I'm not going to try to cram 8 in here, just because if I do, this sauce right here, the enchilada sauce, is not going to be able to reach everything. So before I put it in, I want to make sure all of these corners are folded down. Otherwise, you're going to have little pockets that are going to stick out while they're in the oven. And then you're going to take that 128-ounce can of enchilada sauce and just pour it all over everywhere. It should cover everything. So after you get that on there, the next part make sure, take a little spatula and just make sure everything is nice and coated. Because you don't want dried pieces. It just doesn't taste good. So now on top, this is your preference. A lot or a little. I don't know who doesn't like a lot of cheese, and cheese is very good. So, just do that. Like that. Now we're going to take aluminum foil. And we cover it pretty tight. You don't really want a lot of air escaping. And this is going to go in the oven for 45 minutes covered. But I already pre-made one, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when you are done. So it should come out looking like this. I didn't use a lot of cheese on top because I wanted to make sure I had enough to make both. But this is what the final product looks like. I love them, they're great. I want to thank you guys too for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. My goal is to do one a week every week. I hope I have some friends and family that are going to give me some cool recipes to try. Or if you guys have suggestions, send them to me. Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.